Okay, real talk. When people plan Nordic trips, many skip Finland entirely. Stockholm, sure. Copenhagen, obviously. Helsinki, crickets. Which is wild because this is the world's northernmost metro area with over 1 million people. It's perched on the Baltic Sea coast, built across hundreds of islands that somehow function as one city.
Last week in Rovaniemi, we were in a winter wonderland. But down here in Helsinki, it's a completely different Finland that's urban, design obsessed, and running on coffee.
Cheers, mi amor.
Cheers.
This is crazy. This is so cool.
Oh my god!
The Finns have been named the happiest people on earth multiple years running, and we're starting to think it's not an accident. We're on a mission to find the best things to do in Helsinki and maybe learn a thing or two about happiness while we're at it.
Hello travelers, we just landed in Helsinki, Finland, and we're excited to discover this place.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I already do miss Rovaniemi a lot, but this is a completely different side of Finland. The capital, from what I see already, it looks stunning.
Yeah, and in comparison with the north of this country, looks like summer and sunshine in comparison with the cold in the north.
It's currently 0 degrees Celsius.
That's right.
It could snow if it wanted to. Now, we have not done a great job of trying local Finnish food, and that is one thing I definitely want to be doing here in Helsinki. We're heading to a local market to try a couple of local dishes.
It's lunchtime and we're hungry. Come with us.
And so we make our way to the old market, or Vanha Kauppahalli if you're trying to impress someone. This place has been here since 1889, and inside there are over 30 vendors, each one selling Finland's culinary specialties: cheeses, fresh fish, cinnamon rolls, rye bread, everything you'd expect from a respectable market hall. And some things we never expected.
We always say that one of the best ways to understand a place is to visit a local market. We never get sick of it. And we are seeing so many interesting things here, like reindeer, just absolutely everywhere. Pate, jerky, chips. I'm thinking we gotta try some at some point on this trip.
Definitely. They have bear meat, bear pate. I don't think you can find that at Trader Joe's.
Nope.
But we're here for an actual sit-down meal, so we head to the center of the market to Story to try today's menu.
So we ordered 2 different dishes that are very popular over here. One is the meatballs with mashed potato and these amazing berries that we can find everywhere. But the main dish, I think Juliana got it.
I went for a classic salmon soup. And this has been something we've been looking forward to trying. We're splitting both, and I love that it has this creamy broth, but the best part is the massive chunks of salmon. We love salmon. I've never had salmon in a soup, and this is the way to go.
Alright, we've been fed. Time to walk around and figure out what this city is actually about. And for that, we need a quick history lesson. So back in 1550, Swedish King Gustav I decided to build a city right here to rival Tallinn across the water. And for centuries, Helsinki was nobody. A few thousand people, some wooden houses, not much happening.
Then 1808 hits, Napoleon's doing Napoleon things, Russia swoops in and takes all of Finland. And in 1812, Tsar Alexander makes a power move. He relocates Finland's capital from Turku to Helsinki, specifically to cut Swedish influence and pull Finland closer to Russia.
Finland doesn't become independent until 1917, and then it's dealing with a civil war in 1918. 2 world wars where they had to navigate neutrality without getting crushed. And somehow they came out of it as one of the most resilient countries on earth.
So that word sisu we talked about last week, the untranslatable word for the extraordinary perseverance the Finnish people have, it pretty much sums up how they survived being everyone's geopolitical chess piece for 500 years. So when you walk around Helsinki, keep all that in mind while looking at the pretty buildings.
It's a Senate Square, and it's a paradox of Finnish identity. I'm gonna tell you why. The designer, it was German. It was founded by Russian imperial orders, and it became a site of Finnish national awakening. I believe it's the heart of Finland. And right now, as you can see, they're building the Christmas market because we're here during November. So over here is gonna look so beautiful in 1 month. Not right now.
And if you follow us right up these very steep steps is the Helsinki Cathedral. And on top, it has 12 apostles, which I gotta count them all to make sure they're all there. But this is probably the most iconic site in all of Helsinki. Like, you'll see this on all the postcards. Let's go check it out.
So, quick context, we grew up Catholic, so when we walk into a church, we're expecting cherubs, gold leaf, paintings of saints in various states of suffering, you know, the full guilt experience.
But this is a Lutheran cathedral, which means it's the complete opposite. White, lots of white. Some columns, that's pretty much it, but I absolutely love it. It's the first time in a while that a church has caught me completely by surprise.
Alright, this is pretty, but we're also freezing. So let's walk past more pretty pastel-colored buildings and find something warm to drink.
Look how pretty. Look at the light right now, it's gorgeous. So freaking beautiful. It's posing for me, yes.
That is one nice thing about, I guess, the light. You are always in golden hour. Right? When there is light.
That's a good one, Juliana.
Cheers, mi amor.
Cheers. We decided to have a little hot chocolate.
Not just any hot chocolate.
Yeah.
One sec. Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
Wow.
the place we're at is called Johan and Nyström. Nyström. And we only came here to use the bathroom. And then, anybody else do that, by the way? Are we the only travelers that do that? Anyway, then we saw on the menu there was hot chocolate. We're like, that sounds perfect. We don't need more caffeine. But what kind of hot chocolate was it?
with rosemary.
And dark chocolate.
It smells, since the moment that they give us this, we put it on the table and it smells like rosemary, but a lot. And it tastes delicious.
So good.
After the wheel, I think it's the best invention ever.
I was not expecting you to say that. All right. I don't know about that. It's really good though.
On that note, let's keep rolling. We decided to walk through the Esplanade, Helsinki's central park that runs between two major streets. Here we find trees in perfect rows, and it seems like everything here has a reason for being where it is. And when it comes to design, the Finns don't really do accidents.
Right now we're walking through the design district. Finnish design is a huge deal, especially here in Helsinki because it was named a World Design Capital and a UNESCO City of Design. This area has about 200 businesses. It spans 25 blocks. And those are design-focused businesses like museums, boutiques, cafes, thrift shops. We're gonna take a look around.
That's
What a
beautiful.
What a beautiful chair.
Right?
Wow.
Shall we take it? Do you think it fits in the
I don't
carry-on?
think it fits in the carry-on, I mean.
Let's do it. Beautiful designs. Actually, that's what it means. The whole district, it celebrates the design from Finland, which it has three special characteristics. One is clean lines, two, natural materials, and three, functionality. They believe that designing has to be democratic. It has to be for everyone. And every single thing, it has a purpose. Also, what I like about this district and this city is that it celebrates secondhand. So I really want to find a shop that I can see that.
We ended up spending the rest of the afternoon going in and out of various secondhand stores like Oof, Flea, and Fida. There's some truly spectacular finds if you're willing to hunt a bit. Thrifting is my hobby when I'm back home, so I was totally in my element here. Before we knew it, it was dark and time for dinner.
Tonight we're at Savotta, and in Finnish that means logging site. And the entire decor is inspired by Finnish forest, lake, and the logging industry. It is so cute, and the menu is going to be phenomenal tonight.
Of course, since we arrived to Finland, I wanted to try these. And we both ordered the same dish, that is reindeer. Of course, next to it, there's some mashed potatoes, a sausage, some vegetables, and the little berries that we have seen since we arrived to Finland everywhere. Also, we have this thing, gloogie, that is like a glühwein. They add lingonberry liquor into this one. It's so warm, which is good because outside it's very cold. This is a traditional Finnish dinner. I'm happy we're here.
nice.
It's way more tender than I expected. That's delicious.
Strong flavor,
Kind of
but very,
gamey.
very tender. Very nice, very good, full of flavor. The sauce, I think it's what it makes it. You simply cannot go wrong whenever you combine meat and potatoes and some sauce.
So squeaky. For dessert, we ordered leipä. Oh my god, Finnish is one of the hardest languages I have ever tried to pronounce. I'm trying. Pretty much, it is a squeaky cheese, and it is squeaky, that they warm up and serve with a lingonberry jam. So good. Just warms the soul.
We're back in our hotel. By the way, we're staying in Hotel Anna, that is very centric. You know how we are. We want to be in the middle of everything. So this one is not the most expensive, it's not the most cheap, but it's well located. We're gonna leave a link in the description. But we're not finished. Eh? Tomorrow we're gonna continue this adventure to discover Helsinki.
Travelers! After a nice continental breakfast at the hotel, we're ready to start exploring.
So we are over here in the port. We already got our ferry tickets, that is 320 euros each.
This morning we're going to Suomenlinna and I am so excited, and this little, transportation is kind of an activity in itself.
It takes 15 minutes the ferry to take us to the other side, and it's a place you have to visit, yes, whenever you're in Helsinki.
I didn't know it was that short. I'm excited.
This fortress is from the 18th century, and it belonged to the Swedish, then to the Russian, finally to the Finnish. I think it really defines the history of Finland. No wonder why it's a UNESCO site, and you can go from island to island. Just follow the blue route, is the one that we're following today.
After some time, we arrived to King's Gate, which is as far south as you can go before you hit open water. An open wind. A lot of wind.
Oh my god! I don't know that we could even walk through this, honey. My back's gonna blow off my shoulder.
I'm blowing.
Ah, truly. Oh my god, this is the craziest wind I've ever been in. And another cool thing about this place is that people actually live here. There's 800 residents who live here year long. And today it is so cold and so windy. It feels a little spooky, but this is a really, really cool place.
After about 2 hours here, we catch the ferry back to the mainland, and Lord knows we need something warm right about now.
We made it to Cafe Regatta. I have been so excited for this little, what looks like a fishing hut. This was actually the little fishing hut for the Paulig family, who famously brought the coffee culture here to Finland. If you didn't know, this country drinks the most coffee in all the world. I personally need a little pick-me-up after we've only been here for 4 days in Finland. Can you guys believe all that we've done with Rovaniemi and here? Little behind-the-scenes fact, Martine's citizenship interview got scheduled for 2 days from now. We had to cut this trip short. So we are running on coffee so that we could fit everything in. Let's go get one.
Hi there. That's gonna be one cinnamon bun and one blueberry pie.
That's all?
That's gonna be also 2 coffees, please. The famous thing over here is the cinnamon buns. They make it fresh every single day, and they're very famous. But whenever I saw the cake, I couldn't resist. Look at that.
Let me just say the cinnamon bun is delicious. The Finns are very, very proud of their cinnamon buns, but they have to be done right, and being warm is essential with that nice crusty outside And these little sugar flakes on the outside as well. So good.
Wow. So good.
Try this now.
This is how you have to do it. One gets something, the other person gets the other one, and sharing is caring.
I don't know if you know this, but Finland is known to be the happiest country on earth. Why, if it's that cold over here? And I think the answer is very simple. And we discovered that in our last video in the north of this country. There's so much nature and they are so happy to be in nature. Taking walks, hiking, swimming, being connected with the nature, I think is one of the keys in order to be happy. People from Finland, they know this. Adding the sauna culture, the coffee culture, and the sisu, you know, the determination, the perseverance. It's something that we have to learn. But Finnish people, they know it, and now we're learning.
From here, we head back into the city to find Temppeliaukio Church, better known as the Rock Church. And here's the thing, you could walk right past it. From street level, it's just this flat copper dome sitting in the ground, but then you walk inside and the entire thing opens up to reveal a church carved directly into solid rock.
Do you guys remember what I told you yesterday? Simple lines, natural materials, and everything has a purpose. This is a great example about the architecture that we were talking about. This was quite a statement after the war, and it's one of the most amazing churches I've been to. Let me tell you that.
It's so impressive. I've never seen a church like this, and what's interesting is, I mean, this was carved straight into the granite. This was here before the church. So in the springtime, when the snow melts, it goes down into these little channels here on the floor. I don't think a lot of people realize that. That would be kind of trippy during Mass to see water going down the floor. We got a little bit of time to kill before lunch, so we decided to stop by a place called Amos Rex, and I had no idea what to expect. This wasn't on the itinerary originally.
I just read that is one, if you're gonna visit one museum in Helsinki, you have to visit this one. The cost to enter is 22 euros each person.
This place is all about experimental art. Don't know what that means. We shall see.
Very interactive.
So cool, you can see me. I can see you over there.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works, but I'm over here, but yet I'm over there. And over there.
Today's exhibit is by Leandro Erlich, an Argentinian artist from Buenos Aires who specializes in immersive installations that blur reality and challenge perception. This particular exhibit is here until April 2026, and you can get up close to clouds, climb the outside of a Helsinki building horizontally, sit in a classroom that doesn't exist, or wander through an elevator that goes absolutely nowhere. And we're pretty skeptical of most contemporary art, but climbing the side of a building while lying on the floor, that's objectively fun.
Yeah, I think this is my kind of museum.
This is crazy. This is so cool.
All right, enough culture, we need food.
Lunchtime, we're in Strindberg. Upstairs you have the restaurant that is more elegant, and over here downstairs you have the cafe that is more casual, you know. And that's exactly what we're gonna try. We're just gonna have some coffee and some delicacies. Juliana just ordered this one that has the beautiful bread with salmon and egg. This one uses rye bread, which is very beloved in this country. And look at this dessert. My God, this one is an apple pie, but this is the star. We're having a light lunch because we're gonna have a good dinner tonight.
Excellent and very light little toast. The rye bread is so interesting here because it is not as sweet, and they go nuts over rye bread. I see it everywhere here. What do you guys say we go see another church? Promise you, we're not normally church people, but the ones here are actually pretty cool, especially this next one. Well, do you see this place? We're at Uspenski Cathedral.
It's so beautiful. It's the biggest Orthodox church in Western and Northern Europe. So beautiful. And you can see the comparison with the church that we showed you yesterday. That was so simple. And this one, there's a couple more things.
And while Lutheranism is the main religion here in Finland, it's kind of interesting to see the Russian influence still standing here today. Remember how we told you that they love secondhand stuff in Helsinki? Well, these bricks were actually from a Russian fortress that they tore down and used to build this cathedral.
If you ask me, this one is my favorite.
Sadly, the church wasn't open to the public today, but that's okay. We'd seen enough churches anyway. But that meant we had more time to fit in one other activity in our day.
So ever since I got to experience my first sauna and cold plunge in last week's episode, I think I'm kind of hooked on it. I totally get it now. So I wanted to fit in one more cold plunge and sauna before we left, and we decided to come up here to Löyly. This is actually named one of Time's 100 best places in the world, not just best saunas, best places. It's right on the ocean. You gotta make a reservation before you go, but I got a slot. Martin's sitting this one out because he is not into the whole sauna thing. And I think I'm going to be able to plunge into the Baltic Sea. Not sure how much of this I'm gonna be able to record, but this place looks awesome.
The building itself is all sharp angles and wood, and inside there are 3 different saunas to choose from. You also get access to the showers, and you get a towel to dry yourself with and sit on. In this sauna, a swimsuit is required, but it still felt weird filming here. I had a fantastic time, and the dipping into the Baltic Sea after felt so refreshing. There's also a restaurant inside where you could grab a post-sauna meal, but we had other plans in mind for the night.
For our last dinner in Finland, we decided to go outside of the touristy area to this neighborhood to a local restaurant. It's always difficult to know it's gonna be your last meal in a city, but that's why we ordered something good. For me, I ordered a steak with pepper and a baked potato with Finnish vegetables. This restaurant is Finnish food and also European food, a fusion between both. Delicious, I think I did a good choice.
I got chicken alla central, which is a chicken, Finnish chicken of course, with a honey cream sauce. It is so good. I love to, the name of the restaurant is Central, by the way, and I love that it's just in this local neighborhood. No frills spot, only locals here, but we came here because we heard they serve consistently good food, and it's also kind of nice that you can have Finnish dishes, and if you're burnt out on it, you can get a pizza. We don't judge you here. Sometimes travel is hard, and you just need some comfort food from home. But this is a great last meal.
Tomorrow we leave Finland behind, but I'm not sure we're leaving empty-handed. There's something here, in the restraint, in the ritual, in the way they made peace with the cold underdog.
We can't say for certain that this is where we'd feel happiest, but we know they've figured out something most places haven't: how to build a life that works without needing to explain why. Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe happiness isn't something you find, maybe it's something you design.